You're in the stream. Stream. I can't talk. Stream.
Alright guys, what's up? Chanel is having some serious tech issues because she's currently in Pennsylvania where there's like a massive snowstorm that's about to hit, and so Wi-Fi has been like shut down like at her house. This is how hardcore she is. And we'll talk about Harley in 1 sec, who's on my shoulder. She went to her house, it didn't work, her work, it didn't work, and now she's currently actually at a church using their Wi-Fi. So that is how hardcore she is to be here, which I'm so excited because Chanel and I always have really great chats. I have too many, clearly, earbuds going on. Okay, Harley's here, everybody. I wanted Harley to say hi. He's a little bit weak, if you can see. Can I see him a second? He's been having some complications with his diabetes, as you guys know, and a bunch of you guys wanted to see him. So we had a rough day yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, and we're still fighting it. Basically, he had originally had a surgery in December for some bad teeth, which was kind of dangerous because he's diabetic. So we had to work with our vet for like a year. Oh, do you see that snuggle? To get his diabetes on track before he could actually go through surgery. And he ended up getting an eye infection from surgery. Just, you know, weird things happen. And then we healed the eye infection. And then he ended up getting something called... Oh, he just threw up on live camera.
Threw it on you?
Not on me, but on the floor. He's just been sick. It's right there. He had colitis, which is like an infection of the colon. We got that healed. I think I need a glass of wine. Is it wine o'clock yet? 1:30 p.m. Basically, he got colitis. It's right here.
Nausea.
I know. Thanks, Blake. He had colitis. We healed the colitis. Then he got nausea. Then we found out he was having like high spikes in his blood glucose and then low blood spikes with his diabetes. So anyway, it's just, you know, what you do for your animal. And like, he's my baby. I don't have kids, so he's it. So it's just the most complicated part with him has been like he has like 7 or 8 different medications that he's on right now. And the medications have to be at certain times of the day. So literally I can't leave at certain times of the day because I have to make sure I'm there to give him his medication. And then Monday we're going in for an ultrasound, but he's doing okay. Obviously he just had nausea again, which is from the blood sugar issue. And unfortunately, you know, he has diabetes, and it's just something sporadic that animals can get. Animals get the type 1, which is like gestational diabetes, which is the kind that you're born with. And, you know, what do? He's just my little boo, and we just have to keep fighting it out. He's going to be okay. I'm not the kind of person where they're like, oh my god, you know, it's so expensive, all of the vet bills for Harley, and you're staying up like all these hours of the day to take care of him. You should just like go put him down. No way. That is not how I function. And honestly, he's not at that point. The problem is we're just having a hard time getting a handle on his diabetes again. So just have to keep going, you know, keep going forward. And he's okay. He's gonna be okay. It's just been really stressful because he's my kid, you know, like I love him to death. I'm the kind of person that does anything for my animals. My mom and my family, we brought up with a lot of animals like cats, and my aunt had this German Shepherd, and the German Shepherd was huge. She was huge. She was really well trained, and she would jump my aunt's fence. My aunt had this huge property in Colorado. The German Shepherd would jump my aunt's fence, and it would go out at night and it would rescue like animals that needed help. So like sometimes ducks and puppies and dogs, and I think it brought home a chicken one time, and kittens and cats. And this German Shepherd would bring these hurt or injured or sick animals back to my aunt, and my aunt would like get them back on their feet, and then most of the time they would just disappear again. And it just was consistent. So I grew up that way, you know, like my family is like, you know, animals are as important as people. And so Harley's we just got to get his diabetes back in control, and that's it, you know, and he's my baby. So he's okay. Don't anybody panic. There's nothing that's happened. And I'm also the opposite of, like, you know, if I knew it was his time to go, of course I'm not gonna, like, torture him and, like, drag him around, you know. I believe that, you know, my cat had gotten really sick at one point, my older cat. He was, like, 28, guys. My cat lived to be, he was old. He was super old. And there was a day we woke up and we just knew it was time, you know. Like, I feel like sometimes they communicate to you, like, it's time for me to go. So, but I don't think Harley's at that point yet. So I know a bunch of you guys had lots of questions on it. I'm exhausted. Like, you can probably see it in my face. Like, I've been wearing my hair up for literally days because it is the fastest, easiest way for me to do my hair right now, considering, like, Harley, just his medicine routine. You guys, like, I work late nights usually, you know that. Like, I'm just a night person, and I've been having to get up at 6 a.m. is the time we have to administer his first medication. And it's been rough. And so I have to take these, like, micro naps, like, in between feedings and, like, all of this stuff. So anyway, Harley's okay. Love you guys. Thank you so much for, like, all of the really good energy. And, like, there's a lot of people that are, like, he's in my prayers. And I just feel bad for him because it's been a few weeks now that he's been sick, since about New Year's Eve is when he kind of got sick, or New Year's Day-ish. And his surgery was a week prior to that. So I just feel bad because it's been, like, a long month for him. And so we're just doing everything we can for him and making him comfortable and stuff. And sorry he threw up on TV. I didn't mean to do that to you guys. Welcome to live. Welcome to live streaming. So anyway, I just got off the phone with Chanel, and poor Chanel and Kat. So Chanel's in Pennsylvania, right? And then Kat is in New Hampshire, which they're about 8 hours from each other, which is still, like, you know, northeast, right? And so they're supposed to be getting in this really bad storm tonight on the northeast side, and it's supposed to be really cold and stuff, and sometimes it causes, like, cell phone connection issues. So I was on the phone with Chanel, and, like, we were trying to, like, get her connection to be clear and stuff like that. I do have Kat that's, like, in on the call as a backup if we need her, but I'm going to try to bring Chanel in right now. And we're going to talk about some cool stuff. This is one of my favorite topics that I feel like we haven't talked about enough. And I feel like this discussion could be a long one, or we could even go into, like, several other discussions on, like, other days. But I feel like dreams are such a big thing with paranormal, because not only we dream about loved ones, but what are the meanings behind dreams that we have. And then even, like, spinning off of that, you can talk about out-of-body experiences, right? Like astral projection when you're asleep. And then sometimes you can even talk about, like, night terrors or sleep paralysis. That even goes with it. And then traveling into, like, lower dimensions or lower levels. So I'm kind of excited about this one. I'm only going to kind of go off the knowledge that I already have. I have a book that I've been reading. It's right in front of me. Let me see if I can get the title of it. I'm deep into a different chapter. And it's been really good. It's called The Dream Interpretation Dictionary. Symbols, Signs, and Meanings. I don't know if you'll be able to see this because, but that's the front of it. Unless you, it's on Amazon. I ordered mine off of Amazon. And I just wanted to kind of, like, get other perspectives from people that write about dreams, because I find it really, really fascinating. So in this book, they talk about there's a huge table of contents. Like, they literally break down dreams alphabetically, which I think is cool. But then they talk about different, like, figurative themes behind it. Is everything okay?
Yeah, holler at Psycho Ghost Tracker on YouTube.
Holler at Psycho Ghost Tracker on YouTube. Who's that?
He did a super chat and brought some people that were watching.
Oh,
him.
cool.
He
What's
rated
up,
us.
Super Chat? Thank you so much for sharing our stream. Okay, let's talk about dreams. All right, I'm going to bring in Chanel. I don't know if she's going to be on voice chat or video chat. I hope it's video chat. This girl is so dedicated, you guys. She drove to a church parking lot just so that she could be on with us with Wi-Fi. Like, oh my God. I feel so bad for her. She's going to be out here in, like, another few weeks. We'll be out here. Actually, we have another really exciting thing that I'm going to announce, but I'm going to do it when Chanel's on live. So give me just 2 seconds. I'm going to bring Chanel in. Let's hope her video is working. Jesus, I hope her video is working. Hang on. All right, Chanel, I'm going to pull you in.
Okay.
You've been unmuted. I hope your video's working. We're live. I didn't do my BRB screen. Usually I do that. But I'm afraid if I have too many things rolling, it's going to freeze you. She's frozen again. There we go. You're unfrozen. Okay. I'm just holding my breath. Give it a minute, guys. Just been having Wi-Fi issues. This is gonna work. Come on, universe. I need some positive energy. Chanel, are you still there? It must.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear your voice. I just can't see you.
You can't see me?
No, I can't see you for some reason.
Hey.
Wait, can I?
Oh.
It must be connection issues. I wonder if I can add Cat. I wonder if I can add Cat to the call and we can see Cat and then just talk with you about it. Cat, I know you're watching. Are you in front of your Oh wait, she's dealing with some fraudulent issue on her check card apparently. She just texted me. I wonder where Blake is. I wonder if we disconnect the call, if I should try to like re-add the call. You think that'll work? Let's see if I can try this again. Hang on, guys. Are you there?
Yeah.
I can't see you. I'm good. Kat said I'm good. Let's see if we can add her to the call. I think we can. Except I'm not sure. I'm going to need Blake to come in here. Okay, so you're on a black screen and it's a spinning circle. I'm going to need Blake to come in because I have no idea how to do Discord. I thought he had 3 of you got on the call, but I don't know.
I'm trying to think where I could go to see if...
So thank you to the storm that's in Pennsylvania at the moment for...
It's just raining right now, too. Like...
Well, yeah, but still. I mean, you always say that the service isn't the best in your town, right? I mean, it's...
Not.
Yeah.
Like, especially where I live, because I'm more out in, like, the country areas.
Yeah. Ew, how do you live? How do you do that? I need to be really close to, like, a mall. Like, really close. Alright, so this is Chanel. She's just spinning.
Nice to see everyone.
That's you.
Oh, okay, so I screwed up.
Yeah. Chanel, turn on your video.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Now
Good.
it's weird.
What's it saying? Oh my god, it's working.
Yeah, don't click that. That's you.
I don't think I clicked that. I only clicked leave call.
Don't click that either.
She's frozen again.
I know. It's her. Kat, can you try video calling too?
Let me text her.
Yeah.
Isn't this fun live, guys? You guys get to like just hang out with us. Tech support is here at the moment. Wait it out. Okay, Kat said I'm here.
I'm literally in pajamas from the base.
It looks like it's snow behind you. It looks white.
Yeah, we did do a little bit of snow, but everything's like melting now. For some reason.
Can hear my feedback from the other room. Oh, here's Kat. Oh my god, Kat's gonna save us. Oh my god, Kat's saving us.
Hi! Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, hang on a second.
Kat, you're sideways.
Dude! Listen, I'm not prepared, okay? I'm not. We're just gonna keep going, guys. We're just gonna. Hang on a minute.
I can't, literally.
God,
it's so funny.
this day! Okay.
I
Like,
literally can't. Oh my god.
Chanel,
Why?
Chanel,
Hang
are
on
you
a
still
minute.
here?
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're live, girl.
Oh, hey guys, sorry. Sorry. Bear with me, please. I'm trying here.
Okay, it's all good. You just got thrown into this. Isn't it fun to do that last
Chanel's
minute?
It's fine. I'm dealing with bank issues. It's just a great
Chanel,
day.
can you hear us?
It's like, great.
I can't literally breathe like right now.
I'm trying. Okay. Sorry, guys. I got.
Oh my god. Just
Okay.
imagine traveling with all of us. It's gonna be so much fun.
Can I be seen? Okay. Oh my god, I'm a hot mess. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Chanel,
Great.
are you there? Okay, Chanel's good. Chanel's there. I think we need to
Okay.
turn up Chanel's volume just a little bit.
That's her microphone. She doesn't have
Oh, it's okay. So just talk a little bit closer, Chanel.
Okay.
So Kat
And you
is-
see, like, my
we
entire
don't have Chanel
room. It's a
video.
disaster.
We just have Kat
No, we just have Kat.
and Chanel audio.
Hey, guys.
Kat's in a panic.
Fine, guys. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Okay, everything's fine, you know. Welcome to live. This is like how it is to travel with us, right? Like we've traveled
It
before.
really is.
What'd you say?
Can Chanel talk?
Can Chanel talk?
Yes.
That's all she said was yes.
Okay, cool. So Kat
you
has
hear me
video,
good?
Chanel has audio.
I can hear Chanel fine. Oh,
Okay.
God, I'm laughing so hard. Cannot. All right. Okay, I think we're good. Except I'm going to put both earphones in. What?
Should I just hold my phone? Maybe you'll hear me better.
Yeah.
Just hold it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Oh my God, our life.
You guys, this is so great.
I call Kat and I'm like, so Chanel's video's not working.
Good time. It's 4:44 right now, my time. That's
What
good
is that?
time.
What's that meaning again? What is that?
So 4:44 means that you're on the right track. So you're on the right path. So we're doing well now.
As I'm
We're
laughing.
Doing well.
Can't breathe.
Fine. Cool.
You had a photo shoot this morning.
I did. Yeah. Had a little cosplay photo shoot. Yeah.
And Chanel, you had to work this morning, right?
I have to work all the time.
And now you're hanging out in a church parking lot.
Yes.
Blake was on the phone with her trying to do tech support before we went live, and Blake's like, you better not go in or you might burn. Like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
I think they're clones, actually.
Well, thank Jesus for that. Praise Satan. God. Okay, so dreams. Now, this is an interesting topic even to have Kat involved because all of us have had strange dreams. There's like a weird connection between all of us because sometimes we'll all have really bad dreams on the same night, except it's almost like little pieces like we each have, right? Like little pieces. Chanel, what's your thing?
Yeah.
Like, you wanted to do this stream more than anything. What's your like favorite part about talking about dreams?
I think it's just there's so much about dreams in general, like scientifically, that's just so interesting to me. Like one of them, like you were mentioning earlier, is the sleep paralysis, because that ties in with dreams. They do say that, you know, during sleep paralysis moments, people experience things like floating, like feelings of floating, falling, just out of body experiences. And then lucid dreaming, that's pretty interesting to me as well, which I do think that has happened to me before, but when I was way younger.
So what's the difference between lucid dreaming and like a nightmare or an out-of-body experience?
So I think lucid dreaming is that you're consciously aware of you dreaming, and during lucid, you can actually control the dream.
Okay.
It's, well, at least that's what's been reported. You can control the dream. They say that people that can control their dreams are able to do amazing things within those dreams, like flying or walking through walls, time traveling even. So
I was having lucid dreaming then for the last couple of weeks. I was having nightmares every single night. I think it was an entity that may have been attached to the new location that Zach has here in Vegas. I went to it on the night before New Year's Eve, and finally the nightmare stopped. I actually cleansed my house and like saged the crap out of it. But I was having like severe lucid dreams. Thank God I was in control, okay? Because that demon was not going to be hanging out with me for an extra day. Because this thing was trying to give me like really scary stuff that was happening. I told you both about it, right?
I think so.
Did I tell you, Chanel?
Maybe.
about like the dream that you had?
Yeah, those really dark dreams I was having, like the spider head that I saw. Like,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
it was like, I was in one of these dreams I had. I'm not going to say what specific entity I think it is attached by, but it, like, one dream kind of appeared to me as like a normal person body, so like a male body with like a suit with like a giant tarantula as its head, extremely detailed, very vivid, but I was in my dream and I was like, girl, this is a dream, this is not I was like, this is not happening. And I remember looking at this thing and I was like, you are ugly, okay? Like, as a spider head, this is not going to work for me, okay? And I literally, like, got myself out of the dream because I was like, this thing is not going to try to scare me. Because obviously, we've never seen a person with a spider head. That'd be interesting, though. It'd be very interesting.
Nope.
Kat's, like, not interested.
I'm good.
So have you ever had lucid dreams or anything like that, Kat?
I haven't, actually. I mean, I've had some effed up nightmares, but never anything like that. No lucid dreams.
Have you ever
or
had
sleep paralysis?
Oh, and Chanel has not had sleep paralysis either.
Knock on wood.
Look, if I ever have sleep paralysis, I will cry. Hold on 1 second. Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay, I'm giving you 2 seconds. I've had sleep paralysis.
You did?
I have. I've had it before in the past. And it's weird because you're like, there was this really, really haunted house I lived in. I've talked about it briefly in Colorado Springs, Colorado, which Colorado Springs is really old. It's like a military town. It was, I would say, like, when it first started out, like in the quote colonial days, it was a much smaller city, and like today it's grown very large because there's an Air Force base down there and an Air Force school, and then there's the actual military base, Fort Carson's down there. But when we were down there, I lived in this house that was like this tri-level home. I've talked about it a little bit, but it was like 3 a.m. every night. You would hear walking on the, like, there was an attic. The owners had nailed and like screwed the attic shut with probably 60 or 80 nails and screws. And so obviously that's like a trigger. You look at that and you're like, clearly somebody does not want you to go in there. But it would be so loud at 3 a.m. you would think that there was a freaking party going on up there. And then I would have these like horrible sleep paralysis nights where I'd be laying down and like knew I was awake but like couldn't move, literally, like, and I don't mean like frozen in terror. I mean like literally I was like numb and could not function. And you feel things around you that you cannot stop from getting away from you. It's terrifying. Like, ooh, I feel like anxiety coming back just talking about that, because you feel helpless and you feel like you're almost like a prisoner in your own body. I ended up finding out later, which at the time, I don't know why, this was like barely right after Paranormal Challenge. This was that phase where I couldn't figure out if I was ready to like fully pursue paranormal or not, you know? So I was taking little breaks from it at the moment when I was in this house. But I ended up finding out that this house literally was in the middle of this giant, like, next door was this giant lake. And then on the other side was a giant cemetery. And they say that water is like electromagnetic fields for the dead, right? I think that literally our house was like this, like, people were just passing through it from the energy of the lake and the cemetery. It was weird.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's weird.
It was horrible.
Cool at the same time.
No, it was not cool, actually. Having sleep paralysis is not cool at all.
Not that part. But it's interesting to have a cemetery near your house.
Well, and so anyway,
Wait, you have a cemetery near your house, or you did?
No, not now. Chanel, you've been to my house in Vegas, girl. There is no cemetery.
I mean, you used to, though.
I used to, yeah. This house was literally directly between a giant lake and a giant old cemetery.
Oh my God. Are you serious right now?
Yeah, it was totally the house was horribly active. When I moved, so the owners of the house were like, that's how you live, isn't it, Chanel? You live between a cemetery. Yep, Chanel has a beautiful lake that's like directly behind your house, isn't it?
directly behind my house, and then directly in front of my house is a graveyard.
Yeah, and we wonder why you're weird. Now we know.
Love you, Chanel.
Just kidding. No, we love Chanel. She's so
Yeah.
educated on stuff. We absolutely love her because she loves like stuff that we don't. She kind of questions things that we wouldn't think to question, which I love because it's like a brain bender, I guess is a way to put it.
Makes you think. She makes you think.
Mm-hmm. Because she always has these good theories, and we're like, whoa, I didn't think about
Okay,
that.
guys, come on.
Well, it's true. That's why we call you weird.
Aww.
Aw, she's blushing. But yeah, that house was horrible. There's a restaurant in Colorado that I would love for us to go investigate. Speaking of Colorado Springs, it's a little off track. Just give me a second. There's a pizza parlor in Colorado Springs. I'm gonna try to find the name of it. It's super old. Anyway, this pizza parlor gives me the creeps for a lot of reasons. One, it looks like an old mansion. It's probably like 2 or 3 levels of like a restaurant. And the first creepy part is the people that work there dress in like 1800s colonial like white lace fluffy dresses like down to their ankle. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Which is
yes.
like stuff Kat loves, right?
I love that stuff.
But here's the weird part, okay? They have, Fargo's Pizza. It's called Fargo's Pizza in Colorado Springs. They are extremely honest about the fact that it's haunted in there. I think it's one of the oldest buildings in Colorado Springs. But they have mannequins set up all over the restaurant in sporadic locations sitting at like, like let's say it's like a male mannequin and a female mannequin like having dinner at like a 2-seater like little spot. They have mannequins sections all over Fargo's. I don't know why, but
That's really okay. That's
no,
creepy.
no, but really, like,
Sorry,
what's the reason for it, right? Like, there's no reason for it. Anyway, they claim the mannequins move by themselves all the time.
I'm good. I'm good. Not.
So
Wow.
long story short is Colorado Springs would be a great place for us to go eventually. So anyway, let's get back to dreams. I'm sorry, that was like a random spurt. So Chanel has not had, so Chanel, if you haven't had, like the oppressive dream state where you're like frozen, have you had lucid dreams or anything else? Have you, obviously you've had nightmares.
Yes. I want to say that I had a lucid dream when I was about 7, where I was walking down, like I was sleeping, but then I knew that, like I was dreaming, like I was consciously aware of the fact that I was dreaming, and I was walking down, it was one of the houses I lived in when I was younger. This hallway was like a really long hallway, but it was really creepy too. And I was walking down the hallway, and I remember that the lighting of it was blue, like it was like a blue kind of tint to like the atmosphere, and there was like a light, like lights shining through the window. I was referencing to the lights shining through the window, like something was like, I don't know, like a helicopter or something was flying past, that kind of thing. But I remember I was walking down the hallway, and I was just really scared. But then, like, I heard this voice in the distance. It was a female voice. She was like, "Don't be afraid." And then I woke up.
Whoa.
And this was the girl that you keep having dreams about, right?
I don't know if it was her, that girl. So I had this dream when I was in kindergarten.
She's like, I'm getting serious now, everybody.
Yeah, I love
Watch out. Okay, this is Chanel's cue for this is about to get serious.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in kindergarten. It was my kindergarten teacher that I was dreaming about. She has this like long black hair, like jet black hair. It was really long, kind of wavy. And in the dream, I was with like a bunch of the kindergarten students, but I didn't recognize any of them. And then my teacher, who wasn't really my teacher, but was my teacher, looked at me. She had like red eyes, okay? And she was like, you have to protect them. You're gonna have to take them and protect them. And then I woke up, and that dream, like, to this day, still creeps me out.
Well,
yeah.
first of all, don't take any children because that's dangerous. First of all.
Yeah, please don't take children.
And this is the one where you think that you keep having the dream about her, right? With the red eyes or whatever.
That was the first time I ever dreamt of, like, the red eyes situation, and then I had just recently dreamt about another lady with, like, jet black long hair with red eyes just staring at me in the.
And should we talk about, you know, the fact that you may have gotten a interesting necklace that was charged off of Etsy?
Ooh.
That may have been causing some interesting nightmares. I feel like that would be a really good chat to have with, like, our fans.
I think it definitely amplifies the energies, but I think that it's not really. I mean, it caused some dreams, but I don't think it's, like, the cause, like, of it in general, because I've had weird dreams.
I'm supposed to tell Chanel to speak up and closer to the microphone. I mean, I wouldn't talk like this close, but I would talk pretty close. That was just from Blake.
Is this better?
Yeah. I can't breathe after this day, literally. Okay.
For real.
So here's a random So let's just back up a second.
Okay.
Chanel decides to go on Etsy, finds a necklace that has been, quote, charged by a warlock. Am I correct?
I don't know if he was a warlock, but it okay, apparently.
She's serious. When she says okay, you better listen.
Okay, you gotta wait and listen. Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's supposed to contain the energies of dark wisdom. And I was like, oh, you know what? That sounds like something that I'm interested
Cat's
in.
face. I literally can't.
Sorry.
So, dark wisdom. What does that mean?
I don't even know what that means.
Look, I don't know, man.
Is that like, are you saying, is Slytherin in there or, like, Professor Snape?
Yes.
So here's the thing, it has, like, Viking runes on it, which I really, really liked. Like, that was, like, the main reason that...
Oh, yeah. Chanel loves her Viking stuff. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole necklace thing started after we all got different necklaces. Krystal, which one did you get?
I got selenite.
You got selenite necklace. I'm not wearing mine, I guess.
Me neither.
Anymore. I got an Angel Aura quartz necklace, and then Chanel was, like, last to get a necklace. So we were on, like, the necklace kick to try to find our necklace.
Yep.
That's how that started.
Well, and then, so we're thinking Chanel's going to be normal and get, like, a crystal, like, you know, Kat and I did. No. She's like, I found this necklace. It's dark. It's got dark energy. And we were like, what are you doing? Just get a crystal. Oh, my God.
Make it simple, Chanel.
Chanel always has to take it to an extra layer, okay? She just had to go a little...
I love it.
Yeah.
Gotta go for the dark wisdom.
It's
dark
true.
wisdom all the way.
I mean, like I said, if Professor Snape is in there, I mean, I'm all about it. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, holler Slytherin. So anyway, you started to have, like, nightmares, though, seriously. Like, let's be for real. I mean, we're laughing because it's funny, but, like, it's also not funny because she's having nightmares about this dark wisdom, like, legitimately. Okay? Like, I mean, and by the way, Chanel, like, you also, didn't we have something happen at Universal Studios when we were together and, like, the necklace broke or something weird and then Chanel started feeling all weird?
Yeah.
What happened?
So I feel like, so there was these little, like, ball things that the guy who made the necklace had put on so that the necklace would stay, obviously, around your neck. And then,
I can't.
I love you,
God. I can't breathe. Literally, I'm crying. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. Keep going. Whew.
and then, hold on.
Well,
This is
so
literally our daily convos.
so Chanel, so no, but she's been wearing this necklace for like a minute. It's been like a couple months she's had this necklace on. Okay, so what Kat and I truly believe is that she is muted with this energy like very much, right? And so we're at Universal, and all of a sudden, I want to say your balls dropped, but I meant your balls from the necklace. Literally, they dropped from the necklace. They started rolling all over the ground.
God.
And the necklace just like falls off.
Oh,
And all of a sudden, I can't, literally, I'm crying. I can't stop. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. There's something happening when we get together. We just start laughing for no reason. I promise that we are fully sober and clean. I don't know what's wrong. Woo, okay.
And clean. Oh my god.
Oh, seriously.
I love it.
That happened the day we were going to Zach's museum. We all just started laughing for no reason. I had to pull the car over. I was afraid I was going to wreck.
It was creepy. It was creepy.
God, it was so creepy.
It happens all the time. Yeah.
God. So anyway, Chanel got her necklace after it fell off, but it was not, like, we couldn't get it back on. And after the necklace fell off, she started feeling really weird. She started getting, like, a lot of anxiety, right, Chanel?
Yeah, it was very weird. I never really experienced that.
And so I think we panicked, didn't we? And like tried to get the necklace back on. I'm like tying it around her neck.
Like, I said to Kat, I was like, Kat, just tie this around my neck. I don't even care. It doesn't have to be pretty.
I turned it into like a choker. I tied it so tight. I was like, you can make a choker. It's fine.
Oh my god, you guys. Crazy.
Gosh,
okay,
literally.
let me try to get my brain back here. Okay. So Chanel got dark energy. That's just how Chanel is. That's not something that makes her afraid. Does that mean she's like dark or whatever? And like, no, she's not like practicing anything dark or anything. So everybody calm down, because I know that's going to be the next question, right? Is Chanel being safe? Go ahead and answer that, Chanel.
So this is how I view it. Dark does not mean evil. So, yeah.
That's fair.
No,
That's
it is
fair.
fair. Yeah. I mean, I feel like evil means you're conjuring like bad things and you're doing bad things, and that's not something Chanel's doing at all. So
No.
she also is really interested in, like, I feel like the paranormal, one really good way I like to explain it is, like a lot of people say like white light, but then there's like, we look through night vision and it's green, right? So technically there's so many sides of paranormal. It's like a full rainbow, right? There's all different colors, all different sections. And I feel like Chanel is the one that's most open to experimenting all corners, even if it's weird and dark. And I feel like that's also not a bad thing to be versed in it, depending, because we're not going to ever be sure of what we're experiencing when we're on set and on location. Like, you can't guarantee there isn't going to be something bad or dark happen, but I feel like Chanel will be the one that's the most knowledgeable on it. She just likes knowledge. Is that fair?
Very fair.
Okay.
She's super smart.
She is. She likes to really dig
Smart.
deep. Speaking of that, should we just kind of lightly announce that we have really awesome news, which is
Yes.
So, originally we were going to go to New Hampshire and like shoot the pilot and stuff like that. Well, there was a couple things that stopped us. We had a couple of crew members that were injured. Harley has been sick. Obviously, I need to stay closer to home because of him. And we were worried about going up to New Hampshire on the East Coast because they're getting like a huge snowstorm. In fact, I was supposed to be flying in tomorrow. Oh my God. I was going to fly in a week early before we filmed.
We're getting pounded right now. 8 to 12 inches of snow today and tomorrow.
Oh my God, no, I wouldn't make it.
Yeah, nor'easter's coming.
So the good news is that we accidentally decided to have Chanel and Kat still fly out to Vegas for a week, or a little over a week. And at the last minute, you guys, we got weird news. And all I'm going to say is when they come out here, we will still be filming a pilot. But now we have actually been given an entire town to investigate, which is like shocking. It just literally fell in our lap in the last 24 hours, which is really cool. So anyway, I feel like we just like one-upped ourselves by accident.
We did.
And we weren't even like planning on one-upping ourselves. It just kind of happened. It was
Isn't
like
that the best though?
and so it's
The
not.
universe saying that you're ready.
And P.S. It's not in Vegas, so don't. Everyone's gonna be like, "There's no small town in Vegas that you." Yeah, no, it's not Vegas. But it's a vicinity, right? It's in the vicinity, we'll say. Not super close, but anyway, woohoo! So because why the show must go on. We are not stopping. We're not stopping anything. It's still continuing. So yeah, we're gonna film. It's gonna be a minimal crew because we do have a couple people that are still out, kind of not feeling well. But I knew that if we were closer to home, that we would be able to manage it that close, right? So anyway, Chanel, are you excited about that? She literally just got the news before I called her on to go live.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
She was like,
Yay!
I'm on the phone with her. She's like, I'm
see
shocked.
everybody.
I know. Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
So excited.
She was like, I'm shocked. We'll have to go back to the Krystal store when you guys are here.
Yes. I'm getting another selenite slab.
Girl, I got that giant selenite
The lamp?
And it made me sick for a few days. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's like
I wish.
Yeah, I don't think they have
Wanna
any
get
more of
one.
those. I should have gotten you one. I didn't think of it. I'm selfish.
Nah, it's okay.
I'm selfish.
It's fine.
All right.
It's okay.
It's
You know,
okay.
fine.
You're
It's fine.
selfish. It's fine.
Just kidding.
Okay, back to dreams.
Sorry.
No, okay, so this is one of the topics I wanted to talk about because I can't be alone, right? Like, I'm hoping people that are on the stream will say that they've had similar dreams or that they do the same thing. So 2 dreams that I constantly get, right? One is teeth dreams, which is like you dream you like lose your teeth or your teeth fall out. Have you guys ever had dreams like that?
No.
I hate those dreams.
Does you get them
How
too?
have I never had any of these dreams? Like, what?
Okay. This is so funny though. Okay, so, and I don't know if this is right. This is just that book that I told you that I have. I'm reading it verbatim right now. I'm looking at it. Teeth dreams have a wide variety of symbolism, okay? And they can obviously mean a lot of symbols, but number 1, Chanel and I are like in the same boat. Teeth dreams often are connected to anxiety.
Oh.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, girl,
Chanel.
I get it too, okay? I mean, sometimes stress happens. It says stress of the daily grind. Broken, crumbled, ground like teeth are all usually related to worn down nerves or anxious. So wait, I'm laughing, I'm sorry. Because I've been confronted with, stress in the most recent times because of Harley and other things. Crumbling teeth can be connected with something in your life that feels like it's falling apart. Well, girl, let me tell you something, okay? Life is hard. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. So anyway, I thought that was funny. And another one that I get, I wanted to see what you guys thought. And I need to find where the definition of this one is. But I get a lot of dreams where I think I'm falling. Have you guys ever had dreams like that?
Like flying?
No, like falling. Like
Oh, these said flying. I was like, I don't know.
Well,
no,
and-
I actually have had that.
the weird part is when I get these dreams of falling, this isn't going to make sense clearly because it's a dream. But I feel like if a street was vertical instead of horizontal, I'm falling down the street. I know that makes no sense, but it's almost like if the street were like up and down, like a slide, I dream I'm falling down a street. So I don't know if anybody else has had those weird dreams. I'm trying to... Have you had those, Chanel?
Yeah, I've had dreams that I like slipped and fell, and then I've also had a dream that I was like inside the
what?
inside the road, like I don't know how to
Inside the road?
Like you were the road? You were one with the road?
Cat. I can't breathe again, literally.
I was like, I don't know.
Like wait, are you saying that you became the road? I'm just making
You were the road.
From the perspective of like if the road became quicksand, and then like
Ugh,
your head
that's
was
terrifying.
above, like,
Oh.
the road, and you were kind of looking at people driving over you, if that makes
Oh,
sense.
that took a turn. Wow.
That's terrifying. Oh my
That's
god.
terrifying, is right.
I would rather not have that dream. Oh my god. I'd rather fall down the street. I'm trying to find the this book is so giant. Like I don't even. It's like there's like over 1,000 pages here. I'm trying to find the definition of falling. It is alphabetical, but it looks like there's some people that have had this same dream too. Ooh, I just turned to the page that said you dream of fecal matter. I think I'll pass on that.
Wait, what?
That's what there's.
Wait, no, can we actually go back to that? What does that mean?
That's because Kat likes, poop emojis and all her poo stuff.
Like,
do you dream of poop, Kat? Is that what you're trying to say to me right
well,
now?
no, I'm just curious as to what that would mean if you did. Like, what does that even mean?
I mean, do we really want to know what that means?
Yes! Yes, I really want to know.
Clearly,
I'll Google it.
I mean, clearly this is affecting Kat on a personal level. Hang on a second.
It might. It might.
False teeth. There's false teeth.
Feces? Are you literally looking up feces?
No, I'm looking up falling.
Oh.
No, fall. Here it is. Falling in a dream is a common theme and often associated with sudden change for the worse. Or if the ground disappears beneath your feet, it can mean that your thought was solid and dependable, and suddenly you feel like you're insecure about what that thought was.
Wow.
Is there one where it's like inside the ground option?
What? Being the road.
What happens when you turn into a sidewalk? Is that in here? God.
Oh my God.
I'm looking. Let's see here. Figuratively ground you stand on in the foundation if it gives way in your dream beneath you, which is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
It's a sense of removing the ground beneath you, and then you fall in, right? It says that this includes situations in which that your actions may cause you to fall, but you have a change of circumstance of the heart. It can also mean that you feel unsettled or you're undecided. Falling can also be an expression of fear or failure.
Interesting.
There's like pages on falling, so this must be common.
Wow.
Which I'm seeing people in chat say that they have the same dream too.
Yeah.
Oh, it says some people experience falling in a dream, but they confuse it with flying. Maybe that was me falling down
That's what
the road.
I was saying, was that I've had, like, dreams of what it felt like was flying. Like, I thought you said flying before. That's why I was like, oh, I've had one of those. Yeah, it was, like, falling, like, down from the sky.
Falling can also be associated with hitting bottom. God, let's hope that doesn't happen to anybody.
Wait, what?
It says that falling can be associated with hitting your ultimate bottom.
I mean, that was a while ago, so
I'm good now.
I mean, I'm good now.
Oh my God. Wait, let's see. They should have flying, shouldn't be far, but geez, this book is huge. There's feet. Feet are gross, by the way. I'm sorry, but it's just...
I'm the same way. Feet are gross.
Yeah, I don't get people that have, like, foot fetishes. I think that's just... I mean, you know, to each their own. Everybody float your own boat. I don't care, but for me, it's just not cute.
I'm good.
I'm not about that life.
No.
Fish. People dream of fish. God, I didn't know this book was so large. I would have bought a smaller one. I feel like I made a mistake.
Wait, maybe... Okay, I'm going to tell you this and look up if it's in there, because I kind of want to know what it means. Actually, I really want to know what it means, because this is probably one of the worst dreams I've had in a while. I was
Sounds serious.
trying to break into this abandoned building, and the reason that I was trying to break into it was because I was trying to save these dogs that were inside. They were all dying, and I go in, like, I break into
that's
it.
depressing,
I'm like by
Chanel.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and I break into the building, and it's actually kind of graphic, but break inside. And
Oh my
there's
God.
a couple of the dogs that are still living. So I'm like trying really hard to like save them, and for some reason saving them was giving them a bath. And
Where are we going with this? I just took like 4 turns.
no, when I was
I
giving
mean-
them a bath, like when I was giving them a bath, their skin was peeling off and then they died.
Well, that's just depressing. I feel like I think I'm gonna need therapy after that. I don't know what's happening.
Look,
God.
I was falling.
What?
I was crying.
So wait,
I mean, yeah, I'd cry too.
I hope
Oh my gosh.
is
no.
that might be dark magic. I'm just saying. It just feels like
Dark wisdom. Dark wisdom.
dark. I'm sorry.
There is no dark anything with killing dogs.
I know. We're all very much animal oriented. We love animals. That's a horrible dream.
Weird.
I would be
was
calling
so
for
bad.
Saint Michael in that dream. I'd be like, "Demon, release me from this
I
dream."
woke up.
Hmm.
I woke up and I like held my cat for like the rest of
Aw.
Okay, flying, going somewhere in your life is a representation of confidence and enthusiasm and pure happiness. It also shows achievement and success in some sort of personal situation. But
Hey.
there's different. It says like you can like you need a definition of like, are you flying under something? Are you flying on something? Are you flying
in the road?
Are you flying in a road?
Are you in the road?
Did you turn into a sidewalk?
No. Are you now a pedestrian sign?
Like a bird, you are free. It says, and that you can come and go as you please in the sign of flying. So, I feel like that's a little cliche. We would have expected that from that definition, don't you think?
Yeah.
See, I like definitions where you don't know what you're experiencing. Okay, so you haven't had a lucid dream, Kat, but
Nope.
Chanel has. I have. What about night terrors? Where are you like... Now, Kat, you've had night terrors. And that's the kind where you think like you're having a nightmare, but you wake up and you think that that thing is in the room with you still.
Oh my god. Yeah, that happened to me once.
And that was not too long ago, wasn't it? You like woke up and thought something was in your room.
Which instance?
Right?
Which one are we talking about?
And I've had night terrors, obviously, myself. I just had one not too long ago, too. I had a dream that I was at, like, a paranormal convention with someone, and I was praying with this person, and the entity thought it was funny that I was trying to pray out of the dream, and I woke up and thought this thing was in my room. Like, I texted you guys when I woke up, I remember. And it felt like there was an umbrella in my bedroom. And I swore I not only saw, like, a female standing in the corner, but I heard her, like, chuckling and laughing. Like, almost like you could, like, not pray me away, I'm still here type of thing.
Right.
What was yours, Kat?
I mean, the other one that I can, or the older one that I can think about off the top of my head is the dream. I had a really dark dream without getting into too much detail because it still freaks me out. I had like a really messed up, like dark, I don't want to say demonic, but maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Crystal knows what I'm talking about. And when I woke up from this nightmare, I saw what looked like a bubble, like above my bed. And I slept in the upstairs room in a really, really old house. It used to be, it was built in like the early 1800s. And I was sleeping upstairs and I saw this like milky bubble that was like moving. And it was, I remember looking at it and looking away just to make sure I wasn't crazy. And I looked back up and it was still there. And then it went out my window.
But you swear this was, like, legit, like, real. Like, it
was.
Yeah.
I know it was. Like, it looked like a giant bubble, but it was, like, milky.
My answer was
And
it, like, plasma, right? Like, I think that was the first thing I asked you.
It looked like it, but it was perfectly round. It literally reminded me of, you know when Glenda the Good Witch, Wizard of Oz, comes in on the bubble?
Mm-hmm. That's
That's literally what it looked like, but it was, like, a brownish gray. and it was milky on the inside, as if like someone touched it and it was like rippling.
Ugh, that's creepy.
It was very, very strange, but it was clearly not like afraid of me at all.
Were you afraid when you woke up?
I was shocked. It wasn't really registering like what was happening, but it really was weird. I mean, it was weird to see this thing in my room, and I had my friend with me at the time, and I was trying to wake her up, and of course she woke up after it went out the window. So, but I think it was a sign. I think it could have been a sign maybe from somebody.
You think it was maybe like a...
It's like premonition.
Yeah, I almost said omen, but I meant omen. It's almost like a positive omen of like, this is going to happen and like prepare for it almost type of thing, right? Because
yeah, it was like a warning.
You had a kind of traumatic thing happen after that we're not going to talk about. So you at first thought it was maybe a bad sign, but then eventually thought it was actually like preparing you for what was about to happen. Yeah.
I mean, years ahead. But thinking back on it now and the situation that happened after that, it all came full circle. It was very strange.
Ooh, this is a good question. Someone said, what about dreams you have if you look in the mirror and you feel like your face shifts?
What?
Yeah, this has happened to some people. Like, also the Bela Lugosi mirror inside of the museum where your face shifts. They claim that mirrors can be portals, right? I've never had that happen to me. I think that I'm going to take a pass on that.
Didn't something happen to you in the basement when you were investigating at Zach's? Remember when you took the picture?
Yeah, that was bad. Ugh. Makes me, like, want to throw up.
Yeah.
That's actually online. That was, like, a year ago or 2 years ago. Zach let me go into the basement of the museum, and often in the museum, people will see their face shift in mirrors and on video. And of course, I'm not going to say I don't believe that, right? Because, like, I believe anything could happen at this point, right? But when it happened to me, it was pretty freaky. So the basement, he doesn't let a lot of people in the basement. He only lets people that he trusts in the basement. He also knew if I went down there that I wasn't going to disrespect any energies that are there, because that's clearly how you get an attachment, right? But I went down there, you know, there's an automatic shift in the energy when you walk to the basement. And the energy shift is like, that's where they've had satanic rituals. They've probably done like animal slaughters down there, maybe even human sacrifices, who knows, going back to like being, you know, animal lovers. Of course, that's going to make Chanel, Kat, and I disgusted and sick. So even humans, right? Like, obviously we don't like that either, but I feel like that I'm more upset about the animals, okay? Let's just go with it. Just go with it.
We're going with it.
But, like, you can feel that heaviness of, like, I mean, I want to, obviously there's dark energy, but then you can also feel that it's, like, really oppressive, sad, probably from, like, things being done down there. And we were filming, and I was literally, like, you know, I have footage there. I'm not allowed to share it publicly. Zach told me, which is fine. I will respect him. But going back and reviewing the footage, I kind of did this like little intro where we were talking, and all of a sudden, and it's dark in there. It's pitch black, and all of a sudden, I feel like there's just like water on my face. There's no other explanation for it, and in the tape, you can see me, like, literally, I'm, like, you see me, and I'm not the kind to, like, wipe my face much, because, girl, this makeup was expensive, okay? This is, like, just today was $30, okay? I'm not going to be wiping it off. No, I'm kidding, but, so, no, seriously, and especially when you're filming, I don't like to touch my face, because I usually wear heavier makeup just for the setting and everything, because we're in the dark, and so I was, like, wiping my face, and, like, everyone's like, what are you doing? And I was, like, just frantically, like, I just thought I had water on my face. And then we go back and review the footage, and it literally looks like I have blood dripping down my face from, like, my forehead to my chin. And the only thing we could think of that it was related to was they had the sacrifices. And I also researched it, and it said something online that when people do, like, satanic sacrifices, often they will use the blood to, like, make crosses on their forehead, or some sort of unholy shit. I don't know. I think it's disgusting.
Whoa.
Clearly, I did not wipe blood on my face, obviously. So, yeah, it was freaky. It freaked me out. And so, I was not supposed to share any of the footage from that, and I didn't, but I did take screenshots of that because I thought, I'm sorry, Zach, I have to share this. You know what I mean? Like, it's so real, and, like, it literally makes me feel nauseated thinking about it because it was that bad. So, have you ever had that happen, Chanel? Like, your face has shifted or, like, in a mirror or anything like that?
Not shifted, but I've felt like that cobwebby feeling.
Yes, I've done. We've all had that, haven't we?
Yes.
We'll be in sporadic locations too, like not even investigating. We'll like be out to a restaurant and I'll be like, I think I have cobwebs on me. And it's like, so it makes you wonder if that energy, like they claim that that's a high level of electromagnetic fields that you've just walked into, which gives you that cobweb feeling. Oh God, no, not my thing. Did you guys ever try Bloody Mary?
Yes.
Cool. No. Nope.
Oh my God.
Nope.
I can't say I'm innocent on that. I've tried it. I've tried to summon Bloody Mary before. I did it, but I was in like, I had these two friends when I was in grade school, and they were twins. It was Lindsay and Kelsey, and I was really close with Lindsay and Kelsey. And we were always doing that stupid stuff. We'd go in mirrors with like candles and like scry in the mirrors. To be honest, looking back, we have no idea what we were doing. That was really dumb for like a 10-year-old to be trying that. But like, I guess we weren't really believers in when we were. I remember we actually did it one time at Taco Bell.
I love Taco Bell.
But what were we thinking? That's like that kid thing of like being irresponsible and stupid and not realizing like what you could be doing. You know what I mean? But I remember we came up with this theory. We're like, what if you do it at somewhere else that's like not your home? Because maybe in your home they're like afraid to come out of the mirror. So we need to go do it at Taco Bell. It was just so dumb. Oh my God. We got off the subject of mirrors and we started talking about Bloody Mary and stuff.
And Taco Bell.
You really have never tried to summon in Bloody Mary, Cat? I'm shocked.
No, I had a group of friends that wanted me to, and I said no. And while they did it, I hid in a corner with my eyes closed because it really bothered me.
Did anything happen?
I genuinely felt sick to my stomach the entire time.
Yeah. They try.
So no.
I was at an event at the Stanley Hotel with. Oh my God! What are those guys from the UK? Oh, that's a timer for Harley's medicine. What
was that?
The Booth Brothers. There's two guys that do the Booth Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They went into the most haunted room of the Stanley Hotel. What's wrong? And they tried to summon in Bloody Mary. I don't think it worked though, unfortunately. They did get weird heat signatures though. They had a thermocam, and after they tried to summon her in, there ended up getting like red heat signatures inside of the bathtub, and there shouldn't have been any body heat in there, which I thought was strange. So
that's weird.
Yeah, did somebody get in trouble?
Huh.
Yeah.
Somebody got blocked on Twitch. Apparently, they were talking smack.
Oh,
So
I'm on YouTube.
Oh, what about you, Chanel? What happened when you did Bloody Mary summon?
Nothing.
I know.
I was really.
I was disappointed.
Oh
my God!
It's just proof, Chanel and I. I'm like, look, if I'm gonna like spend the money to like get a candle, I'm gonna lock myself in the bathroom, I'm gonna scry in the mirror, I better get something to show for it. And I've done it over and over again, and nothing. I mean, not as an adult. I haven't tried it. I mean, since I was probably 15. I felt like it was a wasted time at that point. So, Kat, I feel like you cried for no reason. I'm so sorry.
Probably. Sounds like me.
Oh man. All right, what'd you say?
I said I feel like when you're younger though, it seems like such a big deal because it's like scary and you're not supposed to do it.
Yeah.
But
there was
another thing that we.
Go ahead. Chanel.
Another thing that we did was the Ouija board.
Really? See, my mom wouldn't let me have one, darn it.
Well, I mean, no one knew, but...
No. So are you saying you saved your lunch money and snuck into Walmart and got your own Ouija board when you were a kid?
Ouija board.
We actually, I think it was one of my cousin's friends that gave it to her, to my cousin, and that's how we got it. I have no idea where it was before that, but...
Ooh.
So what?
Careful,
So did
girl.
you ever have creepy stuff happen when you were a kid with the Ouija board?
Yeah, I actually
She laughs.
did
That's not a
the
good
Ouija
sign.
board. I actually did the Ouija board in my room by myself, which is like the number one thing they say not to do.
Yeah.
But of course I did it,
Mm.
and nothing really happened. But later on down the road, some really weird stuff started going on.
Uh-oh. Did you make a boo-boo?
Raining. Yeah.
Yeah, are you cold sitting in the car? I mean, do you want to go so you can, like, warm up?
No, I have the heat on.
Oh. Like, I will say this shows some dedication here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, real, Chanel.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
she's, like, not even joking. She's like, I'm fine. I've got this.
It's like, I'm not messing around.
Yep.
Not messing
So
around.
true. Yeah, Ouija boards.
Yeah.
I never had one as a kid, darn it.
Never as a kid, but my first Ouija board session was at Krystal's.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that
Really?
was an awesome experience.
Yep, it
Yeah, it
was.
was 2 hours of that. 2 hours of it. It was awesome.
Yep. Well, it takes away the anxiety and the fear, doesn't it? Once you realize how it
Yeah,
works.
because there's such a stigma
There is. It's a
on
stigma.
it, you know? Yeah.
It's Hollywood. Welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know what would be cool, though? If the planchette, if you actually did pick it up and look through the eye, if you actually did see the spirit realm, I would appreciate that. It's too bad it doesn't work that way like it did in the movie Ouija. I mean, I'm just saying I might have a lot more clear communication with some of these energies if I could just look through a planchette to see them.
True.
But it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But yeah, there's a lot of anxiety with the Ouija board, and I wanted Kat to get familiar with it because it's not what people make it seem to be. It's ridiculous. People make it into be a really big deal, and it's not. Now, if it's used maliciously or inappropriately, then yeah, I would say it's not a good idea. But so what else with dreams, guys? Has there been anything else with dreams that you've had consistently that are weird?
Not like weird. I've had more like premonition type dreams, like
Have
dreams
you?
about things before they happen.
Ooh, creepy. I've never
Remember-
had those, so that's weird.
Well, before I even got on to Ghost Girl Diaries, remember when I told you the second time that I reached out to you, I had a dream about you and Blake at your house,
Oh,
and
that's
I'd never
right.
been there. I'd never been there, and then 2 days later, you know, we talked on the phone, and I got the position at Ghost Girl Diaries.
Speaking of that, was your dream was my house the same way that you dreamt of it?
It wasn't. It wasn't. So now I'm wondering if maybe it might be like future location.
Oh, well, I'm hoping that
The
it's a
only-
mansion that I'll be living in soon.
It was big, and the thing I can remember is the oak staircase,
Ooh.
and there was a big like red Persian rug. And that's all I remember.
Wow. I don't know if I would own a red
But it was
Persian
with
rug,
you
but
and Blake, and I'd never met either of them before.
how weird. How weird.
And that was after getting the first email from you guys.
Right. That's crazy.
So there would have been no reason to have that dream.
Like, who
Yeah.
are these people that I'm dreaming about? So that's interesting.
Yeah.
So you're having different dreams then than the way, like, Chanel and I have, like, nightmares, lucid dreams. You have, like, premonition. That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
That
it's
shows
interesting.
different energies are, like, muted with different sort of outcomes of, like, paranormal, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What about nightmares? Do you guys believe nightmares can be real sometimes? Or do you think that they are maybe also premonitions or maybe even related to attachments that we've had maybe in the past?
Could be. I definitely think that they might have to do with current situations going on or behaviors not changing in either yourself or others.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had that happen.
What do you think,
But-
Chanel?
Yeah, I'm with nightmares. I also think that like other people that you have in your life, if they're bringing in like negative energy, that could also spark nightmares.
Mhm.
And like stress and all that stuff. But
Or other
I've never really
people's
had-
attachments?
yeah, I've never really had like too many nightmares.
What'd you say, Chanel? The last thing?
I said I haven't had like too many nightmares where I feel like, you know, something's in the room and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I can say that I feel really struck a chord with me, I actually talked about it with Krystal pretty recently, was a past friend of mine. I'm not friends with this person anymore. But like 4 or 5 years prior to us no longer being friends, now I had actually had several warning like dreams about her, but never thought that, like, I never got the connection. I never understood the connection. And one of them that I vividly remember is of us being outside on a hill, like a really green, nice hill. It's like summertime. And there was like a shadow that all of a sudden came towards us, and our first instinct was to run. So as we're running, I like go into like this, almost looks like a old parking garage. So I start running up the staircase, and I realize that this person's no longer behind me. And I go to turn around to see where she's at, and she's not there. So I turn forward to continue running, and then this shadow person comes right at me. And I'm convinced that it was her as the shadow.
So in other words, she like became the darkness or something.
She became yes, yeah.
That you were running from.
Yes, and essentially, things ended up not working out for the better. And my life's been great ever since. So it's very strange when things like that happen.
That's really weird. So what about, here's another one that's like another scenario. My aunt was really sick, and my mom and I were kind of like both caring for her at the time. And we knew like her time was limited on Earth. We think that maybe the doctors had privately pulled her aside and given her an exact, time frame of how long she had left, but she never shared that with my mom and I. I think she was worried that if she told anybody, the whole family would find out, and then everyone would be hovering, and she just wanted everybody to continue on living their lives naturally, But my mom and I still hovered a lot, So I had this dream about my aunt, literally the day before she passed away. And I dreamt that she told me that she was leaving, and that we wouldn't see each other for a long time, but that everything was gonna be okay, and that I shouldn't be sad. So then, and I had gone to her house every single day, like, because we knew, time was limited. So there was one day, I ended up getting off work really late by accident, and I wasn't able to make it over to see her. And I called her at like 7 o'clock, and I was like, oh my God, by the time I get home in traffic, it's going to be so late, and I'm afraid you're going to be tired, are you going to be okay? And she was so oddly calm. She was like, everything's fine. Here's the weird part, though, was that day I'd also called her on my lunch break, which I never did that, right? I'm like misresponsible over here. And I ended up talking to her for like an hour on my lunch break, which never happens. And then, I called her after work. I was like, I'm so sorry. It's like one of those rare days I don't want to come over if it's too late. Is that okay? She told me everything was fine, and she sounded really calm again, okay? I did not correlate, like, the dream with this being, like, her final moment. And then that night at, like, 10:30 at night, we got a call from my uncle that she had congestive heart failure and died. Like, and he called 911, but they weren't even there in time. She literally, like, coughed, had congestive heart failure, and died, and then it was over. It was so weird because, like, even with my grandma, when she passed, I was, like, distraught. I loved my aunt. I was very close with her. But it was almost like this precursor dream made me remember she's leaving for a while. Everything's going to be fine. I'll see her again soon, but not, you know what I mean? It was really weird. Right. Do you guys think that those connections are authentic? Do you think they're real when something like that happens?
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah.
It's weird. When it happens to you, you kind of are like, holy crap, that was like super real,
Yeah.
It's weird.
I'll never forget a dream that my mom told me that she had about my grandmother, and the one thing she remembered that my grandmother said, her mom said, was, "I will always be with you until you are with me in this realm."
Ooh.
And then Mom woke up.
And that was a dream.
Yep. And she looked great. Apparently she looked great. She was happy, but Mom had a lot of anxiety about that. Obviously, it was her mom.
Right.
And yep. I will always be with you until you're with me in this realm.
That's crazy.
And it was amazing to hear that, because my grandmother was an amazing woman as well. And very cool.
See, to me that just it's more proof that like I think they communicate in dreams a lot, don't you guys? Do you guys have any
Absolutely.
like family that connects with you in dreams that passed on?
Mm-hmm.
Chanel, do you?
Yeah, I've had a few kind of here and there. My great grandpa that passed away when I was really like I was still an infant. Um, I actually dreamt about him before. I don't really remember exactly what the dream was about, which is weird. Um, but I always would ask questions about him and everything. Well, I don't know if I told you guys. There was one time, real quick, sorry.
No, it's okay. I love it. This is when Chanel's about to have her little rants. I love it.
I love it.
So, my great grandma used to live in Florida, and we would always go down to Florida for vacations and everything, since she has a house there, so we don't have to get like hotels and everything, and it's cheaper. So we went there. It was my dad, his girlfriend at the time, and my brother that had gone down to the house for a vacation. And it was like during the time where everybody was sort of trying to ask for like some guidance, like everyone was sort of not really in a good place with their life or something. I don't know, whatever. But my dad had read somewhere that you could write a letter to your deceased loved ones and then burn it, and they would receive the letter and English.
This day is great. Everything's fine.
And so that's what he did. So he burned the letter, and we were sitting in the living room, and all of a sudden my brother jumps up and he's like, I'm going to bed. So he turns on the light in the hallway, and the kitchen light comes on, which didn't make any sense at the time because neither of the lights are connected to the other. Mm-hmm. So my dad immediately thought of Papa, which is what we called him.
That's what I call my grandfather.
Papa, if you're here, turn the lights back off. Not even like a minute later, the lights go off.
Yes. Yes.
That was like one of the first times I actually saw something physically happen with electronics and things like that. Mm-hmm. So
wow, that's amazing. That reminds me of when I was with you guys and my friend came through.
Oh man, that was intense. Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was really awesome. Yeah, that's really probably one of your first like super. Because I remember talking to you before that happened, and you were like, I believe. I mean, I'm a little skeptical. I've never really like witnessed anything, but I believe. And then we sit down, and you're like, okay, I believe.
I was floored, and I couldn't have been more happier that it was her that came through.
Yep.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Sometimes you need that validation, and it's crazy when it comes through because and she was strong, I think.
I wish I was filming. It would have been so good.
But, I mean, it would be good to have, but it was one of those moments where it was really good for you to live in that moment at the time, Yeah. Like, I love social media, but one thing, like, we get distracted often because we're, like, have our faces in our phones constantly, which, trust me, I mean, I run our entire Ghost Girl Diaries off social media, so I know that, but that was really good for you to just live in the moment because trust me, there's going to be plenty other times where you're going to get epic evidence and you're going to already have a camera in hand, So
yeah.
And honestly, it's good that it was private. It's never going to be exposed. It's going to be something only you experienced, and it was meant to be for you to experience without opinions of anybody,
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was good.
It was amazing.
That was crazy.
Couldn't
That was
believe it.
one of the longest sessions I've had something come through on our EMF bear.
It was amazing.
And
it
like
just
on cue.
It was lit up for the entire time.
Well, a cat would be like, okay, if it's you, turn it off. If it's you, turn it on. It was like cue. Like, I mean.
Right after.
Happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah.
Spirit Box 2 came through. Which was really good. So.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so excited. Filming's going to be so great. So
I know, it'll be so good.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about filming in a town, like a whole little haunted town?
Yes, first off, and two, it's gonna be amazing. I think we're gonna get some bomb evidence.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Chanel? Chanel-y pants?
Shanae.
Shanae.
Oh,
Wait,
she
what?
there?
I said, what do you... We call her
like,
Shanae.
Wait. Sorry,
Wait.
I just thought I heard something.
In the
great.
snowstorm?
Oh no.
Did you get an attachment from the church? See, this
Oh
is
my goodness.
this is why
Oh
we're
my
non-denominational, okay? Because churches can be just as haunted.
Oh my god.
Are you okay though, for real?
Yeah, I'm good. What was the question?
Well, first of all, what happened? Did something just jump in the car with you, or what?
No, I thought I heard like something moving around in my back seat, so it's fine.
Weird.
Yeah, it was. I have like books and stuff, and it sounded like it just.
It's reading a
like,
book.
moved.
It's reading a book.
It's reading a book. It's in the road, Chanel. It's in the road.
It turned into a sidewalk. Oh my god.
Underneath your car.
Oh my god, you guys.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, she's gonna panic.
Sorry.
I just got this car.
She's like, I'm leaving now. I'm gonna end the stream. No,
Oh my gosh.
no, we were asking what you think about filming in like an entire haunted abandoned town. Sorry.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know.
We hit the jackpot.
By accident.
It's so weird how it just fell into our laps, too.
See, and what did I just say the other day? I just said the other day, the universe provides. And I know that sounds really optimistic, but it's literally been a lesson that I've learned for so long, which is like sometimes you have to take barriers and toxicity and get it out of your way. And the minute that stuff is gone, you get slapped with something really good. Like the universe is like, okay, you got all of that stuff gone, you got all the bad stuff gone, and now I'm gonna provide you with something good, which is so weird. And it was like so simple, where we've struggled in the past with a few locations, you know, like Kat was really struggling with some of these places because other locations have disrespected them. And we are going to go back to New Hampshire, you know, and see Kat, and then go to Salem and go to the East Coast.
Yes.
We just don't want to do it when it's snowing. We just, you know. Are you guys excited to come back to Vegas again?
Yes.
No, not at all.
What? Chanel.
No, not at all.
Warm. I'm excited for a little bit of warm weather. Warmer than 20 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're usually at like 50. It's been raining though. Los Angeles,
I love rain.
we get all the like same rain that LA does. So anytime someone says that it's raining in LA, just expect it to be in Vegas in a few hours. So yeah, today it didn't rain, but it's been really pretty. It's made everything super green. It's been kind of warm. So yeah, I'm excited to see you guys. It'll be fun. But it's going to be work this time. We're going to have to learn to fly the drone. I haven't even flown it once.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun, though.
I'm scared to
It's going to be a good learning experience.
to fly the drone. What if I crash it? Like, oh my god.
You won't crash it.
Ugh.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
It's
let's
gonna be
just say that the
fine.
girls do not want to be responsible for the drone because they know that it costs a couple $1,000s. So
Yeah.
they're making me be responsible for the drone, and I'm like,
It's all you, girl, but you'll be fine.
you're like,
Fine.
you go, girl, you do it.
You got this. It's okay.
Oh my god, some of that, you guys saw that footage though that I tagged you in of like they took a drone inside of an abandoned building and flew the drone inside.
It was
Oh my
awesome.
god, I love that.
Was that amazing? Like,
It was amazing.
who would have even
It was
thought to do
beautiful.
that?
Yeah.
But like the point of view that when you're like the camera on the drone flying through an abandoned building was like, I don't even know how to explain it. It looks like a ghost, doesn't it?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is what we need to portray. So yeah, we've got some really good ideas for like cinematography.
We got some ideas coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be so
Just
good.
wait.
Well, and you know, I've always said that I love Josh Gates and I love how much of an adventurer he is. And I feel like we're going to be taking that like level of adventure on a girl point of view,
Mm-hmm.
but without the whole like, you know, I'm not going to be hunting for like Loch Ness, okay? Or like
Nope.
no.
I'm good.
I'm not going
Me
to
too.
I'm not going to scuba dive in the dark depths of water. That scares me.
Yeah.
That gives me
I know.
anxiety. I don't want to do that. So
Yep. No.
Well, I don't. That's all I have for this. I mean, do you guys want to add anything about dreams and stuff like that? So, generally speaking, all of us can be on the same boat and say we believe in dreams. We believe in when you have an ancestor visit you in your dreams that it's real. We believe family is real when they visit you. We believe in all that other stuff we talked about. My brain's gone. I was up really late last night. Like, I hardly slept. So, what is it called? What's it called when you're laying flat and you can't get up? What is it? Chanel, help me.
Sleep paralysis?
Good job. That was it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then what else? Literally, my brain is gone.
And lucid dreaming.
Lucid dreaming. Yes. Yep. So we do. So we're all on the same page. We all believe in dreams, that they're legit.
Yes.
Yep.
Do you guys believe that there's dark and evil and good?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yep.
Yep.
I've had a good mixture of both in my dreams. So
Oh, I thought you said I've had a good mixture of my life lately. No, that was me. No, that was me. Sorry. Just kidding.
I'm fine.
What did Jeffree Star the other day said something about, he's like, yep, I use concealer because I have dark spots. And he's like, what are the dark spots from? He was like, life, girl. This has been a hard life. It's been a hard, long life. I was like, amen. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
I love it.
I know. So, anyway, thank you, Kat, for stepping in because poor Chanel is
You're welcome.
out in the cold. I don't want her to freeze any longer.
Yeah.
Chanel, thank you for being so hardcore. Are you there?
I totally didn't catch that last part.
I know. I didn't either. I'm sorry.
I said thank you for being so hardcore, Chanel.
Yay.
Oh, anytime.
I know. You're out
Yeah,
there.
girl.
Yeah, we got to move you to Vegas. It's just another excuse to move to Vegas, right?
Amen.
God.
Amen.
Yes.
I know. We'll see you guys soon. Make sure you guys follow us on social media, which is down in the box below on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our Twitch and our YouTube channel as well. Updates are coming. I hope my next stream, I won't, be up for like 22 hours out of the 24 hours of the day. Thank you guys for all of your positive energy about Harley. He is doing much better. Everything's going to be good. We're on the up and up. We are moving forward. It feels good, right? Good energy.
Feels good.
Light
Feels
energy.
light.
Positive.
Yep.
No baggage.
Mhm.
No drama. Everybody's in a good mood. No stress.
Amen, girl.
It's just time to keep going, guys. Yep.
It's time to keep going and sleep.
And
right?
sleep. Yep.
Still need sleep.
Make sure you guys check into us soon. Make sure you follow us for social media for updates for next stream. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?